Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the annals of time, uncovering the secrets of our shared human experience. Today, we find ourselves at the banks of the river Axona, in the verdant heart of ancient Gaul, as we delve into the fascinating tale of the Battle of the Axona. This pivotal conflict, fought in the year 57 BCE, would prove to be a crucial turning point in the Gallic Wars, as the Roman legions, led by the indomitable Julius Caesar, clashed with the fierce warriors of the Gaulish tribes. As we begin our exploration of this epic battle, let us first set the stage, transporting ourselves to the rolling hills and dense forests of northern Gaul. The river Axona, a tranquil waterway that flows gently through the countryside, would soon become the backdrop for one of the most pivotal moments in ancient history. To understand the origins of this conflict, we must journey back in time to the early days of the Gallic Wars, when Caesar first set his sights on the conquest of Gaul. In the year 58 BCE, Caesar, then the Roman governor of Transalpine Gaul, had begun to make overtures towards the Gaulish tribes, seeking to expand Roman influence and secure the region's rich resources. The Gauls, however, were not easily swayed, and many saw the Romans as a threat to their way of life. Among these was the powerful Belgae tribe, who inhabited the region near the river Axona. The Belgae were a fierce and proud people, known for their skill in battle and their unwavering commitment to their independence. As Caesar's ambitions grew, so too did the tensions between the Romans and the Gauls. In 57 BCE, the Belgae, led by their chieftains Divico and Galba, began to mobilize against the Roman threat. They forged alliances with other Gaulish tribes, including the Remi and the Suessiones, and prepared for war. The stage was set for a clash of titans, as the disciplined Roman legions faced off against the fierce warrior culture of the Gauls. The historical context of this battle is further illuminated by the writings of Caesar himself, who, in his Commentare de Bello Gallico, provides a detailed account of the events leading up to the conflict. According to Caesar, the Belgae had been preparing for war, gathering their forces and fortifying their strongholds, in anticipation of the Roman advance. The Romans, meanwhile, were busy constructing roads, bridges, and siege engines, as they sought to exploit the weaknesses of the Gallic defenses. As we explore the origins of the Battle of the Axona, it becomes clear that this conflict was not simply a clash between two opposing forces, but rather the culmination of a complex web of alliances, rivalries, and strategic maneuverings. The region, with its rich history and cultural heritage, had long been a crossroads of trade and commerce, attracting merchants, travelers, and warriors from across the ancient world. The intricate dance of alliances and rivalries that characterized the Gallic Wars is exemplified by the relationship between Caesar and the Gaulish chieftain, Commius, a member of the Atrebates tribe. Commius had initially allied himself with Caesar, but later switched his allegiance to the Belgae, demonstrating the fluid nature of loyalty and power in ancient Gaul. And so, dear listeners, we have set the stage for the Battle of the Axona, a conflict that would showcase the military prowess of both the Roman legions and the Gaulish tribes. The curtain is about to rise on one of the most pivotal moments in ancient history, and we invite you to join us as we step into the midst of this epic conflict and uncover the secrets of the Battle of the Axona. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we delve deeper into the epic tale of the Battle of the Axona. As the Roman legions approached the river Axona, they were met with fierce resistance from the Belgae tribe. The Belgae, led by their chieftains Divico and Galba, had carefully prepared the battlefield, utilizing the natural terrain to their advantage. They had fortified their positions on the opposite bank of the river, using the dense forests and rolling hills to shield themselves from the Roman advance. Caesar, however, was not one to be deterred by such obstacles. He quickly assessed the situation and devised a plan to outmaneuver the Belgae. The Roman legions, with their disciplined ranks and precise tactics, began to construct a bridge across the river Axona, using local materials and ingenious engineering techniques. This bold move allowed the Romans to cross the river and launch a surprise attack on the Belgae positions. The battle that ensued was fierce and intense, with both sides suffering heavy losses. The Belgae warriors, with their long swords and shields, clashed with the Roman legionaries, who were armed with their trusty gladius and pilum. The sound of clashing steel, the scent of sweat and blood, and the cries of the wounded filled the air as the two armies locked in mortal combat. Despite being outnumbered, the Roman legions held their ground, thanks to their superior training and tactics. Caesar's leadership and strategic genius played a crucial role in the battle, as he expertly deployed his troops to exploit the weaknesses of the Belgae defenses. The Roman cavalry, with their swift horses and agile riders, proved particularly effective in outflanking the Belgae and attacking them from unexpected angles. As the day wore on, the Belgae began to falter, their lines wavering under the relentless pressure of the Roman advance. The Roman legions, sensing victory within their grasp, pressed their advantage, pushing forward with renewed vigor and determination. In the end, it was the Belgae who were forced to retreat, leaving behind many of their fallen comrades and abandoning their fortified positions. The Battle of the Axona was a resounding victory for the Romans, one that would have far-reaching consequences for the future of Gaul and the Roman Empire. Caesar's triumph over the Belgae marked a significant turning point in the Gallic Wars, as it paved the way for the eventual conquest of Gaul and the incorporation of its territories into the Roman Empire. As we reflect on this pivotal moment in history, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of the Battle of the Axona. The clash between the Roman legions and the Belgae warriors serves as a testament to the bravery and martial prowess of both sides, and highlights the complex and often fraught nature of ancient warfare. The battle also underscores the importance of strategic leadership and clever tactics in determining the outcome of conflicts, and demonstrates the significant role that individual leaders, such as Julius Caesar, can play in shaping the course of history. And so, dear listeners, we have witnessed the drama and intensity of the Battle of the Axona, a conflict that would forever change the fate of Gaul and leave an indelible mark on the annals of Western history. Join us as we continue our journey through the fascinating world of ancient history and uncover the secrets of the Battle of the Axona. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we explore the aftermath of the Battle of the Axona and examine the profound impact of the Roman conquest on Gaul. The victory over the Belgae marked a significant turning point in the Gallic Wars, paving the way for the eventual subjugation of the region. As the Romans consolidated their control, they began to impose their own administrative systems, laws, and cultural practices on the conquered territories. The Romanization of Gaul was a gradual process that spanned several decades. The Romans established a network of roads, bridges, and public buildings, which facilitated trade, commerce, and communication throughout the region. They also introduced their own system of governance, dividing Gaul into several provinces, each administered by a Roman governor, and supported by a bureaucracy of magistrates, judges, and other officials. The impact of Roman rule on Gallic society was profound. Many members of the Gallic elite were assimilated into the Roman aristocracy, adopting Roman customs, language, and values. The Romans also introduced their own system of education, which emphasized the study of Latin, Greek, and Roman literature, as well as philosophy, law, and governance. As a result, a new generation of Gallo-Roman leaders emerged, who were fluent in Latin and steeped in Roman culture. However, not all Gauls were willing to accept Roman rule. Many continued to resist, engaging in guerrilla warfare and other forms of opposition. The most famous example is the rebellion led by Vercingetorix, a young Arvernian chieftain who united many of the Gallic tribes against the Romans. Although his revolt ultimately failed, it remains a powerful symbol of Gallic resistance and patriotism. The Roman conquest of Gaul also had significant economic and cultural consequences. The region became an important center for trade and commerce, with goods such as wine, olive oil, and grain being exported throughout the empire. The Romans also introduced new agricultural practices, including the use of iron tools and advanced irrigation systems, which increased crop yields and improved food security. As we reflect on the legacy of the Battle of the Axona, it is clear that the Roman conquest of Gaul had a profound and lasting impact on Western history. The spread of Roman culture, language, and values helped to shape the course of European civilization, while the resistance of the Gallic tribe serves as a testament to the enduring power of nationalism and cultural identity. In the words of Julius Caesar himself, Gaul is divided into 3 parts. One part belongs to the Belgae, another to the Aquitani, and the third to those who call themselves Celts. This statement highlights the complexity and diversity of Gallic society, as well as the challenges faced by the Romans in their quest to conquer and assimilate the region. As we conclude our exploration of the Battle of the Axona and its aftermath, we are reminded that history is a rich and multifaceted tapestry, woven from the threads of human experience, culture, and conflict. Join us next time on History with Herodotus as we explore more fascinating stories from the ancient world. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand